So here's a recap. So we had that rising wedge, and we obviously lost it. So I wouldn't be surprised if we do some kind of well, basically, let me go back. Once we have these, you have to like unwind itself. So this would be the support, and then we bounce, and then this would be another support, and we bounce. So I'm expecting us to go back to about 36.6 around that area. But yeah, don't be surprised if we see a pretty good bounce here, something like this maybe, and everybody's gonna be like, "Oh, you see, everybody was wrong," and then all of a sudden it hits this resistance to bearish retest, and then it comes down for the next leg. So yeah, uh, if you're in a position and you're thinking about, oh my God, I lost money, so a bounce is coming. Remember, whenever we go down hard, we go up and then we come down again. The same thing for the bullish stuff. We go up, we go down, and then we go up again, and then ugh. So, real quick, that's the more bearish scenario. But if we end up getting back over this trend line, because look at this trend line, this is one that's been pretty much existing from the last all-time high. So yeah, here we go. Kind of always usually does a little trap, but then again, I have this harmonic pattern here. So we actually didn't reach the point of it. So 43K would still not be off the table for me before we end up coming back over here to the 36.5. So for me, I always say I got to be prepared either way. So that's the positive. Like if we end up breaking this trend line, we really have to make a break over 43.2 for me to think different that we're gonna have a continuation. 47, 46, 844 was actually an expectation, but we know how expectations are. So one thing though, I wanted everybody to take a look at. I'm gonna go over here without any notes to the monthly. So one of my favorite traders actually had always said, always look at the MACD, the linear MACD. So I do, and I noticed that we actually have this death cross and we have another death cross here. So looking historical, let's see, the last time we had one, we were at about 14,000 or what is it, about 10,000, and that's where we dipped to about 3,000. So we have another death cross. So if you look at this right here, that's a pretty big divergence actually. So that would be a trend reversal, and then you guys know how I like drawing the W's and all that stuff. Here's a W. So I'm expecting this to come down. And let's see, yeah, we have one tick already on the sell pressure. So even though the there looks to be some like the bulls are in control, I seem to focus a little bit more on this side. Like they're really trying to hold it right now with the on balance volume. But yeah, I'm thinking more down, but anything can happen in this game. So be prepared either way. But just to give you an idea of the MACD, whenever we cross over, yeah, it could turn into something not so great. All right, let's see. Gonna come back over here, 4 hour time frame. Okay, let's see. So Solana. Okay, so we already lost a good percentage here. So this is my outlook right now on it. Okay. We are about here. We lost this level. We hit this resistance here, lost it. So these are the other order blocks, resistances, supports. I mark them as blocks because this is where a lot of action happens on the exchanges. So yeah, if we end up losing 31.29, then we're going to go to about 30. And since that's a psychological level, I would expect us to bounce here. But if we lose this level here, then I'm going to be fishing for this block here at around 28.50. And if we lose 28.50, then we're going to be fishing around this level. So I have a pitchfork here, and they work pretty well. I was actually expecting it to hit this area here, but we failed to. And the next place, the median of the trend would be around 27. So nothing is saying that we're going to go there. But again, with trades, I'm prepared either way. And again, like I've told a lot of people, if you have, you're just buying dips and that kind of thing. Since the market can rip in any direction, as we've seen, then buying dips. These are the opportune dips for me. And yeah, I typically don't start getting too jazzed into resistances. I rather buy a little bit higher just because I'm in the business of trying to make a little bit of money. So I don't like it when I lose it. So I've shared it before. If I don't lose money, then I'm winning. I have to look at it like that, just to keep my emotions in check.